welcome to the stream, guys. How's it going? How are we all doing? Morning, Jessica. We're just about to get started, guys. Just give me a sec. Right, so watch list I have already posted in the Discord, guys. And if you didn't see that, here's the watch list: BBIG, AMC, SPRT, ELYS, NE, RNXT, Space, ACIU, DVAX, RHE. SKLZ is from the gappers, ABVC and GBS as well. So that's what we have so far. Now, amongst the gappers, guys, we have SKLZ. That's actually doing really well. It closed up quite strong yesterday and is due for a bounce. It's already gapped up from 1177s to 14s actually. So still staying up on the high of pre-market. So that's looking quite strong. Now ABVC is gapped up quite a bit. There is some news on it, but it's not as big as, you know, for me to decide to go long on it. So for this one, I probably will be short biased. ABVC and GBS, as you can see, gaps up for whatever reason. There was some basic news on it, not much of a catalyst, so it drifts off. So I expect this to drift off as well. Now be very careful. If it starts to shoot up at the open, it could always fade back as well. So we want to avoid that chop at the open. That's why we don't trade the first 5 minutes. Well, at least I don't. So that is the idea. Morning everyone. Morning Derda, welcome. Tom, how's it going? Too late now, Tom. I have also added space as well. I know it's too early for it to be of anything, but we're just gonna on the side keep an eye on it. If it starts to creep back up, yesterday it did run a bit. We are looking at this move. We're talking from 25.50s all the way to 27, almost 28. So for a space, that's a great move. And if this continues, then we could have another bull run on space. So keep an eye on space on the side. It's not the main watch, but as it starts to break yesterday's highs, 27.80s, or gets close to that, then we will be interested in it. Hey man, welcome Bass. How's it going? You're doing well? Yeah, we're just about to get started now. In 5 minutes the markets are going to open, guys. So as mentioned earlier, and this is a routine for me, I will not trade the first 5 minutes. I'll make sure that I will I'm gonna wait around 5 minutes. Normally what I do is, if I wasn't live streaming, I'll just go and step outside the office and come back after 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the open. That's what I would do. Because what happens is, when you're sitting down in front of the PC watching all these charts, you tend to zoom in too much and you get lost in the price action, especially if you do a lot of price action trading, which that's what I do. So it tends to attract you a lot. So if you can't handle yourself, then maybe stepping out of the PC is a great idea. Come back after 5 minutes. That's it. Morning, Andrew. Seems like our regulars are here, apart from Jay. I believe Jay might be trading ABVC and GBS. SKLZ guys, be careful. It looks strong, but I don't mind trading either way. Now, if it does give us any chance of shorting it, I will. But at the moment, it looks strong to me, so slightly long biased on it. But as I said, we'll wait and see after 5-10 minutes of the open. Hey Jay, morning. We were waiting for you. So what are you trading today? Anyway guys, if you haven't seen the watch list, it's in Discord. This is the watch list. We have added quite a few things on top of that. The only thing I've added on the list is Annie, and also I've added, I believe, ABVC of the gappers. So that's what we're looking at. So guys, on SKLZ, the area I'm watching is 14. We're open, by the way, guys. Best of luck. Now, remember guys, we are looking for A+ setups, and wait for those setups to come to you. Don't chase anything. Let's do this. By the way, AMC is going to be quite emotional today as well. As you can see, yesterday I was mentioning all day, I think it's quite strong. In fact, I've been saying that since this day. It's strong, strong, strong. So any longs would have been on the dips, would have been nicer. So this is yesterday's moves. So if it does start to break the highs, the daily high here, 45.20s, that could run as well, same as yesterday, guys. So just keep an eye on that. Now, if you're gonna trade AMC, it's gonna chop you around, guys. So just get ready for that. Leave a little bit of a room for your stop to work out. Okay, so right, so BBIG is washing. BBIG is washing, guys. We're gonna keep an eye on this, and also we have got SPRT. These two have been running, so these two might provide us something good. RHE, by the way, yesterday's gapper also is washing off. On RHA, I am quite short biased, guys, so I will wait for it to pull back a little bit, give me a nice little pullback towards the 1030s, 1020s, and then I will look to short it. Yeah, it's definitely got an SSR. That could be a problem, but you know, sometimes it when it's weak enough, the SSR will not have huge impact on it. That's what I would say. But it does slightly. Alright, skills is in that chop zone. I will consider between 1330s to 14s is a chop zone. Now, if it starts to attack that 14s with good volume, it will try to break that 14. And if it does, then it could run, guys. I'll definitely consider that 14 to be quite a strong level, and it might not break it very easily. So keep an eye on that. Now, if it does break easily, that just means it's quite strong. Short sale restriction, short sale restrictions. I'll explain that later, or you can just Google it. It's just if a stocks move. Hold on, SKLZ is going. Now I'm waiting for this 14 to hold. So as you can see, guys, that 14 area held really strongly. So this seems to be that 14 might be the for the moment high for a while, because the rejection from that is quite strong. So you can't ignore that, guys. Andrew, short sale restriction is basically if a price, if a stock drops more than 10%, it will activate a short sale restriction, which will not allow people to short on the bid. Simple as that. It has to be shorted on the uptick. You can't just keep on hit market short, and so basically it's just trying to stop the panic on the drop. That's all there is to it. So the rule is you cannot short on the bid. It'll have to be on the ask, on the offer. So you'll have to wait for it to hit that offer. SKLZ is just dropped, and hopefully that is the direction it's going to choose today. Massive gap yesterday's move as well. So I'm expecting if it does start to drift down, at least, you know, trying to sort of fill gap a little bit. I don't expect it to fill it fully, but it could definitely. So SPRT, guys, there was a setup there. John, we trade the momentum, so it's not specific setup. I've got quite a lot of setups. I just call out my trades, and I don't go too much detail of explaining the setups because everybody is different in this stream. Now, I will call out my trades and explain the basic idea behind it, but obviously I'm not going to go through every single detail of my setup. That just that's going to take hours. So Guys, as you can see, we missed that SPRT, guys. I did mention earlier SPRT and BBIG was washing. BBIG bounced, but SPRT continued. You see the difference, guys? This wash, this is where I mentioned. Now this bounced back all the way to the highs of the open. 29 held really nicely. These wicks over here was a really telltale sign of it holding. That was a really good one. Um, the rest, what else am I seeing? By the way, guys, DVAX, just keep an eye on this as well, guys. DVAX has done huge. It's not really huge, but there is an extension on the daily, so I'm expecting a little bit of a drift down to the downside. But it's already done 2030s to 19, so quite a bit of move for it. It's not very high range stock, but if it does pull back to 1990s, 20s, let me know, guys. Okay. Just reminding you again, if the VAX pulls back to 20s, 1990s, let me know, please. Okay, what did SKLZ do? Skills. SKLZ is just bouncing off that 200, but it's still early for it to be that effective. But nevertheless, it is still bouncing, so there could be a nice little short here, but I think it's a bit too early. Okay, that's better. That's a better bounce. I would like it to bounce at least to 1350s. That would be nicer. Right, so on SKLZ, guys, if you are short anywhere or if you haven't taken anything, I would suggest to wait for that this area to break, 1320s to break. Make sure it breaks properly, and then if it does come back to that specific area, then you can actually take that short there with a stop 1340s. So right about now it is definitely holding that 200 EMA, and we want to make sure it breaks. We definitely missed SPRT, guys. Really lovely trade from 29s, beautiful trade. And now your stop would have been 28, 30s, 40s. And the daily looks very juicy, very juicy for a drift down, guys. Trust me, this can, I really like this one. Probably will be the trade of the day if anybody had taken it from there. I have a feeling. Okay, SKLZ is bouncing up towards 1350s. Let's have a look at the volume. It's holding, guys, as you can see, so I'm gonna be looking to short this. I am trying to get a better price, 1337s. Our stop will be just over 1350, so 13, just a bit of a chase though. Uh, Bit of a chase for me, guys. I don't like to chase stocks. Yep, BBig taking off for sure. BBig is definitely taking off. That was yesterday's highs. It did hold for the first time. Second time, nope, it went. So yeah, this looks interesting. Around the 9, there might be a problem, but looks quite strong actually. Quite strong. ABVC. Um, I think this is just hasn't made its mind. It's not made up its mind, so it's better to wait up on this. It could easily pop over 440s and start breaking out, and if it does, there could be some move on it. But um, again, if it starts to trade under 412s, the VWAP, then it could also fade off as well. So this is 50-50, guys. Just wait for it. I'm gonna wait as well. And I think BBig is halted. Whew. BBig is halted, guys. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, let's have a look at skills. There it goes. There it goes. Right. BBig halted. What a move on BBig. Let's have a look at our DVAX. Oh, okay, it never came down to around here. Now I'll be looking at 1980s. Keep an eye on DVAX as well, guys. If it does have a bigger bounce now, close to 1980s, 1990s, then I will consider something on it. It's very liquid compared to the others we're watching. And ABVC is about to pop, is it? Oh, yep, it's about to pop. Look at the volume coming in, guys. Okay, that most of that volume was actually short selling then. This is okay, this is kinda, if this stays like that, guys, it's almost like it's making up its mind. So if it stays like this, guys, I'm gonna be short bias for sure on it, because that that volume that came in, it's just either it was liquidity hunt or stop hunts, but it got rejected so badly that it just makes me a little bit edgy on the long side. So if anything, this is more short bias now. So maybe for Jay like to trade these, doesn't he? Okay, now SKLZ, guys. This is what I meant. If it does break down and then comes back up to the 200 and that 200 holds, then that could be a shorting opportunity. But we've got 1320s right now. It's not holding nicely. 1320s to 1350s, around 30 cents though. Okay, let's have a look. Right, 1317s. I am trying to, guys, I'm gonna just take some short 1380s, 1318s. 1380s I took short. With this one I'm gonna be slightly flexible, just over 1350s. But if you want, you can be quite tight on it. 1330s would be your stop as well. So 10 cent stop, you can do that, because if it does bounce back over a 200 EMA, it's just going to be going back into either chop or reversal. So that is the plan with it. I still think I think that 1330 stop is very valid. In fact, I might bring it down to 1330s, guys. For that, I might add here. I'm gonna average in a little bit. Yep, 1310s. Chop is basically something like this. As you can see in the at the open, we tend to see a lot of chop, up and down moves, very quick moves, and not a very stable trending. You see over here is a trending move, nice and uptrend, right? This is what you see a chop, right? That's what I mean. Like if we have up and down moves in a range, very volatile moves, that's just your chop. Usually we will get that at the open. So as you see, the grayed out area is a pre-market. This is our open. So as soon as it opens, we will get that 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of chop. Yep, absolutely. And there's not much direction. So chop is like big candles, both sides, and not much direction. That's what I can explain. Right about now, guys, on is SKLZ, right? 1309s, as you can see, is holding up nicely. Now, if it does break that 1307s, uh, it might go for 13s wash. So that is looking good. 1309s holding, but if it does break, it might actually wash up. So that's a really nice little area to add. Guys, if you have joined us, and you're new, you can ask any questions. Don't worry about anything. If you don't understand the lingo that I use most of the time, please do ask, because I don't know what your level of trading is, and I might be using different lingo as well, guys, to you. So do confirm what that means, just like John did. So I'll try my best to explain it. By the way, AMC, guys, where's AMC? AMC is dropping, so that was a rejection from the top. You see that area, the daily I mentioned, it actually went almost to the tick and just failed off of it. So I will be a little bit, by the way, SKLZ is doing well. SKLZ, beautiful. Now definitely you want to bring your stop here, guys. Definitely. And we are ready to take some out. We're ready to take some out, guys. $12.92s. I took some out. Still a bit early. not too much, just a little bit. 292, where is it? Right over here. I took some out, about 25%, guys. But it's looking good. It's definitely looking good, guys. So this looks already really nice. Okay, who got in? Who got in on SKLZ, guys? Come on. Somebody got in, right? Right over here, here, right? 1280s. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, 1380s. 1318s. Yeah, really nice. Really nice. 1318 entry is beautiful. Same entry as mine, actually. 1309s is okay as well, as long as your risk was over on top of that 1330s. Really good entry. You should have taken some out, by the way, guys. And for Jessica, I am pretty sure you've hit your target here. Now what I'm gonna do with this one, guys, since I've taken partial out, not really happy with the partial. I could have exited around, because it had already broken 13s, and should have definitely wait for another push down to 1280s. Now 1280s is a much better area for a partial, or 1283s, 5s, something like that. But nevertheless, it's a partial. We banked in some, and what we want to do now is just keep your stop loss very tight. In fact, bring it down to a break even right over here. Oh, okay, that was a bit early, but nevertheless, we did talk about it. If it does break, wait for it to break. Yeah, we did talk about that. And Andrew, this might be something really good for you and everybody else who has been actually in this room for a while. We did talk about importance of 200 EMA. That's your importance. I cannot give you much better example than this. Snapshot this and study this to every single bar, Andrew. This is every single bar. Wow, be big. Every single bar on this. That's 200 EMA. Look at that. Boom, 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 bounce. Now, there's other ways to reading it as well, the way I did. Obviously, I always look at the other scenario as well, not just the bounce. Now, what if this bounce doesn't continue and make it a reversal? What if this bounce is actually an excuse for it to pull back or retrace a little bit? Well, in this case, it was. And I mentioned over here, wait for the 200 to break completely and then wait for it to pull back to that. Exactly the same setup, right? It's not a rocket science, but remember, guys, this 200 EMA, don't take it lightly. Use it and study it properly, guys. That's your best example right there. What else can I say? Be big is a massive short squeeze. A lot of short sellers, really, especially at the break of 980s, at the break of 9s, a lot of short sellers are stuck on it, guys. There's no surprise. A lot of short sellers are stuck here, and they've just these halts are happening because they are panicking. As soon as it halt opens, they're buying back or covering their positions, and that's just back and forth halt. Now, At one point, obviously, whoever has huge amount of shares on it is dumping now. This is your typical squeeze and the reaction to a squeeze. It's already being dumped, and whoever has had the most shares, they have actually benefited the most from it. So now hold going down is not good for people holding it long. Yeah, it's interesting to watch it. But it's not a great way to trade, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Now SKLZ going for another round, guys. SKLZ going for another round now. Hopefully this if I didn't enter here, maybe an entry was here. But if it does break that, guys, we got 1270s need to break. Then we can bring our stop just over here, guys, just over 13, right? So it will look really good if it does break 1277s. So we are looking good on that, guys. I will definitely make a video on the importance of 200 EMA and maybe create a system for a beginner to actually apply. I want to do that because a lot of times every single question is all about what system can I start with, and I can understand some people who don't know where to start. They just need that guidance to actually start somewhere. So I want to maybe create a really simplistic system where they can just actually maybe even backtrack it, backtest it, and start trading it. ABVC, by the way, guys, is popping. ABVC right about now, 450s. It's looking good. Maybe we are late, but it's looking good for long. Oh shoot, we are late. We're late. This is interesting. Okay, let's have a look. Re-entering B big. What do you mean? How do you mean? I don't get it. Okay, so somebody's selling this thing heavy. Now, the thing with this is maybe slightly it's a little bit advanced thing. Now, if this holds, guys, if this is holding, whoever's selling it heavy here, and if it starts to break that out, they're gonna be in trouble. Now, that's huge volume coming in. That's over 3 million or 2.5 million volume this. So either they are extremely heavy short sellers, or any pop is getting basically, I'm pretty sure it's heavy short selling here. Now I will definitely watch it over 450 again. If it starts to creep back up on this one as well, guys, it might actually do some short squeeze. Yeah, so far short sellers are really piling up on this. I will keep on watching APVC maybe for later on if it starts to creep back up to 450 and over. In fact, I will actually put an alert. ABVC. AMC bouncing. Yep. Okay, 434 and 420s. Okay, let's have a look. I am thinking of going. It might be too early, but I'm just gonna wait on it, guys. Just gonna wait on this. Actually, 450 needs to break this area here. If it does come back up 450s, I'll look to long it, guys, with a 20 cents or 30 cents stop. ANC bouncing, but AMC might be another short here. 46.25.11. The only thing about that, there is a short here, but the only thing with this is done this move and then came back, so this is actually the second pullback, which is less likely to work out. We're still in SKLZ. It briefly broke down that area we were talking about, but it reclaimed it. So I am a bit concerned about that. We're gonna put our stop. Now on this one, guys, my stop will be on the break of the EMA and 13. If it starts to break above and close above it, then I'll come out on my trailing stop. But definitely a chance of partials were there. I already took mine. I'm waiting for 1260s to hit, then I'm gonna take my partials. My EMA, that's 20, that's 200, that's VWAP. Nothing else. I don't have any other indicators. ABVC, by the way, gave up. So it was really good idea to wait for that. For sometimes it can pay off really well. So yeah, it's just, this is what I mean by chop. If who asked that? John Lester. So it's just choppy in between a level. Right here, you see chop, 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 chop. Oh, SKLZ, get ready to take some out. 1264, 1264s, 63s are getting taken out. 64s, 63s, 64s, 63s. SKLZ, get ready, get ready. 64s, 63s are getting taken out. Okay, definitely getting taken out. I'm gonna wait up on it. 63s are getting taken out. Okay, it's building up again, guys. 62s, okay. Get taken out. 62s, get taken out. Okay, here we go, here we go. Alright, come on, panic, sets in. Come on, panic, set in. 1260s is getting taken out. Ooh, huge numbers. I'm taking some out, 1260s. Now just remember that 1260s has huge. That's a good practice for you to read a little bit of level 2. But that 1260 gets taken out, then it could run, guys. What a huge bids coming in. As you can see, 1260s had huge numbers here, but that got taken out very quickly. So that means there's a lot of selling pressure. So let's have a look. Now I've taken some out. Did I mention it? Yep, I think I did. Taken half a position already out on this. Yeah, stop overthinking. So that's looking really good. Our first trade, successful one, beautiful trade. Can't ask for more. EMA 9? No, we don't use EMA 9. Only 20. Only 20. Jessica, you. So if you did that, then it paid off really well. Then awesome stuff. But try to stick to your own setup. Only one setup, remember. ATR is just to make sure that I am trading a stock that has good average true range. I just don't want to be trading a stock that only does like a dollar move for the whole day. I want to trade a stock that has a multitude of 2 hours. Like for example, on any of my watch lists, you might have noticed the daily, at least last 2-3 days are big. So that means I am chasing that momentum. Where if I do take a trade like this, I am looking for multiple rewards on it instead of just like small little moves. That's why. Right, I feel like ABVC is a short here, guys. ABVC. Um, with a stop 430s, 411s is a short, 430s is your stop, and then your 4 is going to be a slight problem, but if it does break, there you go, it's already doing that. If it does break that 4, get ready, 380s, 370s should be very quickly achievable. That volume is the only thing that's slightly off because it's small, but it is picking up though. It is picking up. So on this one you want that 4 to break. If you had entered 411s, you want the 4 to break. There it goes, it's attacking that 4. Now let's have a look, you see that? Okay, that's getting thinned out, so 4 is definitely going to break. There you go. There we go. 392 and 375s should be achievable on this. Get ready. Get ready, it's giving up. So if you have taken anything short here, guys, you want to take some out, 378s, 80s. Definitely, and then you can reduce your stop now, bring it down a little bit, tighten it. This is a drift now, guys. This probably is an all-day fader now, unless something massive changes in it. So unfortunately, I didn't take it. I just didn't take it. Ten and 1030. 10 and 1030s. This might have been a bit too late. Be big. There was a short around under 10 when it did try to break above and then got rejected completely and closed below 10. Um, Around as close as possible to 10 was a short there, and the stop would have been 1030. But your first partial would be 950 for sure. So it's gonna that VWAP is your first partial. Oh, guys, there it goes. There it goes. That was a lovely, lovely setup there. It's one of my bread and butter setup. These, it's beautiful. I just missed it. but we are still in SKLZ. Really great trade that's going on, and it's breaking the lows, 1255s. Beautiful. And my target on this one, if I might be pushing it, but 1220s, 1210s, guys. So if it does come back down to 1215s, 1220s, I'll take everything off, guys. Now my stop can be over 1285, right over here. Now if it does come back and stop me out, I'm already locking in on my trailing stop, which is great. It's a great position to be in. AMC, by the way, I mentioned earlier there was a short here, and there we go. That's your follow through from this move. So yeah, that would have been definitely a successful one. The one that got me short biased on AMC is because daily, as you can see, daily 47, 47, 80s, 90s was a massive level, right? It tried to push above it. You know, it just couldn't do it, and it got rejected badly, and then came back up again to test it, got badly rejected. So right over here, I'm already deciding, well, AMC is weak. It just couldn't do it. So yeah, definitely would have been a short entry here, here, even here. There was quite a lot of chances with this with the stop just over 46.40s, 100%. Right, let's go to our trade. So we are still in it to win it. Anybody still in SKLZ? By the way, ABVC, a great trade. I exit this guy on the 1280s. 1280s. Okay, everything? Okay, that's fine. I mean, still, you have to remember that this is from your, well, our initial stop was on the top of 1330s, maybe even 1335s, 38s, but still you've got 2 to 1 on it at least. If your stop was over here, right over 1350s, yes, then 1 hour, yeah, that would be 1 hour. But still, nevertheless, it's a green trade. There's a green trade. Now on this one, SKLZ, although my initial stop was here, now that was like almost like my hard stop. What I would have done is, if it started to come back above the 200 EMA and started chopping around here, I would definitely have tightened my stop. So the original stop would definitely, that would not have hit unless this actually went completely ballistic and parabolic. In that case, I might have exited there. So that was a worst case scenario. Chances are on the break of this, I might have exited. So it's kind of hard, really. It's kind of hard to calculate this. For me, I will still stick to my original stop, which was over here, but technically it would have been here on average. So we are still riding SKLZ to the downside. My target on SKLZ definitely, as I mentioned, 1220s. 1220s, if it does hit that, I'm out. ABVC over here, when I mentioned the short for 11s, beautiful. That's 370s for a $4 move, a $4 stock. from 411s to 370s, and it looks like it's gonna drift down further than it is. I'm thinking 350s around this area or 330s is achievable on this. um, I hope Jay took this because this is typical Jay style trading. I don't know why Jay didn't take this right over here. I did mention it. Yeah, definitely, yeah. And also I wasn't prepared for it as well. I actually didn't locate the share, so that's one of the reason I didn't take it. Oh, lovely. AMC. Yep, there was a short there, Jay. Definitely. I'm sure somewhere here, I think, your entry. Or was it before? So yeah, enter 4612s. Definitely you would have taken some. Yeah, it's a good thing, Jessica. You know, don't think it as a bad thing. In fact, that is actually a really good thing if you're starting out. You don't want to mess around with these unless you know what you're doing. And in this case, we are live streaming it, and I'm talking my thought process on it, so that will definitely help. But let's say you're trading on your own, you will be chopped up properly. In fact, you can actually lose your account on it easily. So it's actually a good thing that they don't allow you to trade anything under $5 or something like that. Low float stocks. It's a great place to be. I think that's an advantage. All of these, apart from SKLZ, all of these in the pre-market I mentioned, I am short biased definitely. Everything drifted down. I just don't have that many eyes to trade everything. But GBS also complete drift down, almost filled the gap now, and ABVC after a little bit of a fight. Now this candle here definitely gave me that hint yet. Well, it's given up now. So yeah, today good trade and some really good misses as well. I will definitely say that. Some really decent misses. All right, so I will explain the. I'll give you an example of a chop for John. This is a chop, right? If John is still here, we have got a perfect example of a chop. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. It's just bouncing in between that high and low. It's bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Now, to trade this is an extremely difficult price action to trade. But the reason I'm keeping a space is I mentioned in the pre-market, this is kind of like on the side. I'm watching on the side. If it starts to run, then it will give us an opportunity for a long, because I think daily on space is slightly waking up, and in fact this could be an opportunity for a swing trade on space. I am already in. I don't know whether you remember, guys, from 25s. I'm swinging this, so I am definitely waiting for it to break the yesterday's high, which would be around 2780s. So as you can see right about now, in fact, is a little bit of volume coming. What I want from this is if this 2725s break with a good volume, guys, on SKLZ, I'm just going to be a bit careful on my trailing stop, although I don't have that many left, but still I will be a bit careful. If it starts to break the 20 EMA and start trading above it, I'll come out for sure. uh, and also SPRT right about now. In fact, it's a really beautiful short right about now. SPRT. Might have missed it actually. The only thing with this SPRT is one, it can be a little bit whippy and choppy, but uh, and the second one is slightly extended, but looking at the daily, it doesn't feel that extended. So if this day could actually have a much bigger red day, because there's nothing on a daily level, there's not much that's stopping it, unless something big changes now on SKLZ, guys. SKLZ, I might be very tight on it. My stop is 1285s, and now it's trading 1275s. I'll leave about 10 cents. 1280s. Yeah, so if it does hit that 1280s, guys, I'm gonna come out on the rest of the trailing stop. My trade at 601. RNXT, RNXT. Andrew, it's too late. Too late now. Shall I tell you the answer? I'm out of skills, guys. I'm out here 1280s, but this one is definitely yeah, definitely a good trade. Space 27 20s, 27 under 20s, space, space, come on. RNXT was difficult, don't beat yourself to it, because I wouldn't have taken any trade on this. It's just whatever happened here, we didn't know that. Although it did look like it wanted to break that 950 for sure. But what I see over here is just liquidity. Especially coming up here. If it was a bit more liquid, as you can see the volume right over here, compared to volume, let's say here, if it had something like that, then I would have definitely traded over here earlier than 950 break earlier. But yeah, this just came in. There's probably some sort of a news-based move. This that definitely looks news-based. I am watching SPRT for a short, possible short. I just want to see if that this move gets it starts to go up and starts to break 26, 25, 30s, and if it does, then it could be reversal here or a bigger pullback. Now, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna wait for it. But if it does start to show sign of weakness here under 26, then I will try a short with a stop 2640s. So keep an eye on SPRT. If it starts to show sign of weakness under 26, as long as it's staying under the EMA and trades under it, then I will still look to short it. So I want to see what this candle does. If it does break below that EMA, that will still be valid, that idea. But if this starts to creep back up, then yeah, it's gone. And there's no trade there. RNXT, I feel like there's a short here, but it's still a bit spready. RNXT is spready, about 8 cents spread on this thing. Okay, here goes. Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. Definitely gone. Shoot, why didn't I take it there? 9 tenths. That's a dollar move. That's fine. I'm just gonna leave it. It's too illiquid. Something is happening. It's just a liquidity issue for me. Now, you see this, but also that could happen against you as well. So if you had the stop here, and if that happened against you over here, then that means you probably gotten stopped out here. So it goes both ways, guys. Don't just think it's gonna go your way. What else do we have? Guys, I'm gonna try some space around 2732s, space long 2732s, 2732s with a stop under 27. This is a bit of a bigger picture trade, so we could hold this maybe the whole day or even for the next few days. Digital space, we don't trade options in this stream. Unfortunately, we don't stream. I know I trade options, but I do it on a swing basis. So I am not going to talk about that. We're not going to get off track. I think you're just trying to pump this or whatever it is. So that is irrelevant to us. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna remove that. All right. Okay. So what else are we looking at? Anybody looking at something really decent, or is quite? It's gone quiet now, guys. It's gone really quiet. AMC might be starting to go now. It did come back to its original pullback area here, and now it's trying to sort of make its decision to continue. So anybody short on it is looking good. All right, guys. What? I don't see anything else. It's quite really quiet now. I think SPY is about to move. If I think SPY might just carry on 450s, 452s. SPY. Yeah, still early. Mhm. Mhm. So be big, be big, be big, be big. 950 break could be a nice little. Be big might be trying to wake up, guys. But if you're gonna trade this, I'm talking in the long to the long side, yeah, buy side, over 950s. But remember, it's at least 50 cents stop. It's still early. It could be going into the chop, but if the volume comes in, I think, yeah, it's looking good. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, it's coming back. It's waking up a little bit. So 2715 space. Okay, yeah. That's just remember that that is a long, slightly kind of like a long-term trade. So if it's gonna chop around here, watching this will be not ideal. Just leave it alone. Put your stop under 2690s and just be done with it. Uh, I wouldn't really sort of watch it unless it start breaking 2780s. Now once that happens, this area here 2785s, then I'll be interested. Right about now we're getting into that chop basically in this area here. If we really want to be safe, maybe a little bit under here the stop, but if it's gonna break 27s, I'll watch it and then come out if it starts to have some follow through. But I think we're still in that chop at the moment. Yeah, if this starts to hold right about here, the view app and then 27 area, I will maybe after 10 minutes I will look back to it and then make a decision whether to add to it or not. Right about this zone, as long as this zone is holding, I'm good. If it starts to trade above it, but we'll see anyways. Yeah, it might not have a mini run. 980 is about to break. Yep, 980s, and then you've got 10s. Now volume needs to come in big time to break it, so it's breaking right about now, which is looking good. And we have, yeah, we have 10 to worry about as well, guys. Just remember. Yeah, be big. I am trading this, but I'm not calling it out because one of these stocks can be quite volatile. I've called it out quite a few other days, but those days it wasn't as volatile as this. Now, if I do call these trades out, a lot of people might not know how to manage the risk on it, so it's pretty much it's really dangerous if you don't know how to manage risk. So, but definitely I am trading it on the side. I'm just not mentioning it in the room. AMC is just in that chop zone. This might be a bit of a reversal. Um, this clearly is looking to me like a reversal. So be very careful if you're short on it. SKLZ. So don't tell me we only took one trade today in the stream. I think so. Yep. Yeah. Wow, what a patience, huh? I like that. I really like that. Although yes, we missed quite a few, but also we missed quite a lot of losers as well. So that works out. AMC, be careful if you're short. If it starts to break 46.20s, then yep. The only thing we have is this zone here. But let me show you something. It might do this. It might do that. So just be careful. Thanks, Josh. That's the only trade we took, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, B big is getting ready basically. So let's have a look at B big. It's a good thing to talk about. Now, what you can see is getting ready for that move now, because the move started here. As you can see, volume coming in. Now, the pullback from this move is not doing much. It's not pulling it too much down. So that is a good, if anybody's long, that's a good thing. Because what it's doing is just pushing and pausing, pushing and pausing, pushing. That sort of move is more stable, I would say. So as you can see right about now, it's trying to attack that. But be very careful, 90s area. If it starts to reject from it badly, then you want to be a bit tight on the risk. But at the moment, for a long, it's looking really good. In fact, it's looking awesome. Absolutely, one good trade. We keep saying that, but one day it's gonna make sense, guys. Trust me, less is more. There goes my B big. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Alright, let's have a look at the AMC. What did it do? Well, it came back to the zone. It's rejecting from it, but still, I would think that this reversal stands. This reversal here stands until it breaks this trend line. Yep. But the interesting one to watch is B big for sure. Let's watch this, guys. Because also very good instrument for a level 2 training. See, now that's, I don't like that, right? If that closes like that, I'd be extra careful. What I would have really liked on this one is to attack that tens and you know, even if it reverses from there, uh, pull back slightly, not too much, so it just keeps on attacking that tens. That would be a really ideal scenario for the longs. But right about now, that's the thing with this is the volume, as you can see, is coming down. So let me show you something. Right, so we have got so that's what we see. Declining volume on the pullbacks. Declining volume on the pullbacks. So just that. But yeah, that doesn't look good. Definitely, that doesn't look good. If I was in it, I will get out. I'll get out because this is the attempt to break that 10 didn't work out. So this is another uh, reaction to the failed attempt. So it's gone. I'll keep an eye on this whole thing. I will watch the tens. I'll put an alert just before tens if it starts to come back up 980s. I want to see how it reacts there. Yeah, did you take it, Andrew? Did you take that? Oh, cool. Good management, really good management. Whatever it does, it doesn't matter now because at that point, right over here, these were not looking good for a longs. Um, so over here, I myself, to be honest, on the side, I took it here. I took it here and I got out break even. Right over here somewhere. So what this pullback, this area, because it's just, let me show you it like this, right? So this move, that pullback is healthy. This move, this pullback is not healthy. So that's a sign of kind of like a bigger pullback or a reversal. So that's why I was telling, be careful, be careful. Okay, guys, so that actually held that the zone, our zone held right about here, and now AMC is trying to give up. 45, 86, 88. Our stop is 46, 20s, 46, 87s. Still early, but there. I'm trying to look for. So that 46 area, guys, I am basing my level on that 46 area. If that holds, I'm gonna take a short. If it doesn't, then I'll leave it for a while, because this could be just a little blip. That's looking not too bad. 45, 70, 45, 98, 46. Alright, guys, I'm trying to short this 45, 96, 97, 98. I am trying a 98, 45, 98 short, guys. 45, 98 short. And then stop is just 45, 20, 46, 20, guys. Not the best of the setups. Still early, but if this moves, then it could be the beginning of a good move. So I don't mind giving about what is it, 20 cents? Yeah, 20 cents. Boom, 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 boom. Not a very good time frame to be trading at the moment. Now it's trading up over to 46, so I just don't like that. I will keep an eye on it. Let's see, AMC 4607s. Oh wait, I don't like it, guys. 4610s. Okay, if it does wash down now, I'm okay with that, but mm-hmm. 07s. What, AMC? Okay, if I don't take it, if I hadn't taken it, you should have taken it. Remember? Remember the deal? Um, Usually when I don't take and I say, well, I'm gonna leave it, and then it just will flush down. So right about now it's doing what I expected to do, but that 46 needs to break and stay broken, which means it needs to be starting to trade here. I would like the price to come down here and start trading here, and then I will say, okay, well, that looks good. But at the moment it's iffy. Um, Guys, I'm gonna be really tight on it. I don't like the way it's doing things. I'm gonna just get out on the break of that candle 4610s. So I will get out 4611s. I don't like the way it's trading at the moment. I expected this to continue right about there, but it actually bounced off of that trend line, so not too good. If it does break 4611s, then I'm out. In fact, that is my hard stop, guys. That's my hard stop. That's how much I don't like the price action at the moment. Right? There you go, I'm out. Really tiny loss on it. That's fine. It's really tiny. So the plan with this one was, if it did start to break 46 and it start to continue, I was gonna add to it. Because I know I was early, 100% early. This thing never broke. Well, it did break, but it wasn't confirmed. But there is still, I'll keep an eye on it. If it does come back up to this zone again, I'll definitely still keep an eye on it for a possible short. That's all there is to it. Ibrahim, ABVC. ABVC basically is a drifter. I really don't think it has the potential to bounce back. I did mention a short here, 411s. In fact, right over here, shorting it, which would have really worked out nicely with the stop 430. You can go back to the stream at this point here and then watch the thought process behind it. But yeah, it was a really great trade until this point. Probably would have trail stopped it the last position here, the 385s, 87s, and then see at the moment it's pausing. This is a big pause. Now once, if it wants to break down more, it probably will come after these kind of pauses, maybe PM time. but I don't expect it to bounce and reclaim unless something big changes, which I doubt it. That's actually one of the ones that we missed. One of the good ones we missed. So right guys, I'm just gonna quickly go through the trades that I took today. Not many. I know it's not very exciting, but I'm just gonna go through the trade recaps. So first things first, we are gonna look at SKLZ or Z, whichever you wanna call it. Now on this one guys, the first short was a year. I missed it completely. The first short on this candle here, anywhere there would have been fine with a stop over 1350s. That would have been a really good tight stop. Now I was also a bit slightly worried about this 200 EMA bounce, so it kept on holding. I did mention in the room that if it does break and if it does come back up to 20 EMA and if that holds, then I will start shorting it, which I did. 1320s, around 1320s is the entry for short with a stop. So basically I would say 1330s was a technical stop, but for me I was gonna wait for it to the hard stop would have been 1350s. So that was the stop risk management on it. And then our first partial slightly early 1290s, and then second partial 1260s, and then the final exit was 1280s. So overall on this one we are looking at it like this. Sorry, let me just do that. So that looks like that. My initial, this was the worst case scenario, but technically it would have been something like this, my risk, because I did mention that if it did start to come back up the 200 EMA and start trading like this, I would have come out earlier than that. So that, let's consider that to be our risk. And then we had our move. On average I got around this much, just slightly over 1 hour from the main risk, but if you consider that risk, then it's 2 hour plus. So I will still consider that as a good trade. Yeah, so SKLZ was a really good trade. We managed it well. I know hindsight we should have kept our stop over 13s still, but this could easily pop up and take you out on the over 13s. So you would be giving up around 10-15 cents just by thinking, or actually more than 15 cents. So yeah, I'm happy with the trade management on that. That was the first trade and only trade until recently. AMC now is doing what I wanted to do. So this was the idea. It needed to break that 46 and start trading under it. I might have a go at it again one more time for a short, but the idea was that it needs to stay below 46, and if it does come back to it and 46 starts to hold, at this point it was holding, so I entered short 46.98s and then stop, very early stop 46.12s 11s. So very tiny loss on this. I would definitely say about minus 2.4, because it was not a full position. First of all, minus, that was the result on this. I am trying to short it again, guys, just bear with me. 46.94s. I'm gonna try one more time, guys. And 95s, come on, give me 95s. 94s, 94s is fine. Okay, so I am short on this 94s, and then stop is still over 46.28, but that's a hard stop. If it does start to creep back up over 46 again, I will come out very early on this, guys, just remember that. So I am trading AMC with a hard stop over the highs, but mental stop here. And for those who know me, they should understand what my mental stop is, what my hard stop is. For argument's sake, we'll keep it the worst case scenario. Alright, now it's coming back up to 46, so it doesn't wanna come out of that chop. Not chop, but a nice little range. You're welcome, Ibrahim. You're more than welcome, mate. Anytime. Yeah, it's still in that chop, guys. Alright, still in that chop. Boom, 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 boom. Right, guys, so I am gonna exit on the break of that candle. I am very tight on it because I don't want to risk too much on it until it confirms everything. It hasn't done it yet. That's the only issue with it. It's not confirmed yet. Space, I'm not even looking at it. Thanks for reminding me. What's it looking like? Yeah, that zone. Remember that zone? Why didn't you mention it earlier, Tom? This is too late now. I was gonna add here 2710s, 11s, 12s. I would have added here, but that's fine. And now you can definitely put your stop under 26, 27, sorry. Right here. It's looking good, but I would say still it's not, I'm not excited about it yet, because you see the volume here is it's not good, and any breakout is not going to be very stable. So for this to break this out, I need that volume to come in, something like these. So we'll see. Yeah, no worries. I don't, honestly, I don't get easily distracted unless it's actually the open or close to the open, because a lot of things happen there very quick. The only thing I'm in as at the moment, for the room's sake, is AMC. AMC is looking good. We want that volume to creep back up a little bit. Come on, volume, get in there. Come on, give us some volume. So you got an idea about my risk management, guys. When I say my worst case scenario, it's almost never, well, I would say not never, but in 9 out of 10 I will not hit that worst case scenario stop. It will be something the average of between the entry and that worst case scenario hard stop, which is here. Same way on this one, guys. Same way on this one. Now if it does reverse back over 46, I will definitely come out early. So I really like my stops to be extremely tight. Even this is a little bit pushing it. But over 46 I will reconsider the stop as well. That's bad color. I wanna show you something. Let's have a look at this. Okay, now you see this box here, this zone here. I need AMC to actually get out of this zone for me to be comfortable on the trade. So hopefully that makes sense. It looks like it wants to, it's a bit tired and it wants to drop, but could still be early. There it goes, 45.80s. Come on, AMC. Volume came in. Okay, okay. Come on, wake up. If you wake up, I'll wake up. I'm getting bored now. Yeah, AMC, I need you to stay out of this box, please. I need you to stay out of this box. Do that. Come on, there we go. Come on. Volume. Oh, space, okay. Thanks. That's more like it. Okay, awesome stuff. Now. Perfect. Alright, I'll just wait up on it. I need the extra few bars to show me a reversal on it. There we go, space. Come on, let's go. 46.60s, 45.60s. Okay, by the way, guys, the stop now is gonna be just over 46. If it does break 46, there's no point in staying in this because it's going back into the chop. So our thesis is actually void. It's not valid anymore. It is still valid unless, as long as it's staying under that 46, I am okay with this trade. So I'm really tightening my risk. As you can see, if it does stop me out now, it's like minus 0.2 R. Right over here. Awesome. Just waiting on the space. Usually space is more interesting and more exciting than this, guys. So just bear with us. Hopefully it will produce some excitement. $25, $45, $50s. Okay, volume coming in is looking interesting now. Good, good, good. just not fast enough. I feel like I want to take some partial here. It might have gone. It might have gone. Around 45.50 was a partial area, by the way. Definitely that area. I just couldn't take it. If it does come back, I might take some out. Ooh, Aether. ATR. Looks interesting. 707s. The volume coming in. 707s. Right. So we've got that. Boom. Alright, see you tomorrow. Take it easy, Jessica. Okay, Aether. Okay. Just remember BBIG. This is doing a calm before the storm thing, guys. So be prepared. That's all I'm gonna say. I love this job. Sometimes, the storm comes in unexpected times, and when it does, that's when trouble happens. If it does come at the expected times, well, it probably wouldn't be a storm, right? Hope that makes sense. All I'm gonna say is That zone, just watch that zone. If it starts to break out, but the key is volume. If it starts to bring in some unusual volume and it starts to move, um, yeah, that's probably the start of it. I would say even this zone here, even this zone, watch it, because right about now volume is dead, which is the quiet, right? Which is the quiet before the storm. Now, after this volume, if you not just one volume, not just one blip, what you want to see is consistent volume when it starts to move, right? Towards that 10. That's when it's going to be start of the storm. Well, at least that's what I think. But the key is volume. It has to have a good volume. Our AMC is bouncing strongly right about now. I am still sticking to my AMC's stop of 46 of threes. Just forgot to take 45, 55s, 52s partial. There was definitely a partial point there. Just didn't take it. That's my bad actually. That's definitely should have been a partial there. Keep an eye on Aether, guys. Aether, earlier I mentioned Aether, just about to, well, is trying. Poor guy is trying. So, yeah. That's 20 cent stop. 20 cent stop. Just for this. For this is the time of the day is bad. Okay, AMC definitely, yeah, that 46 over stop is valid. In fact, maybe even break even. Maybe even break even. You know what, guys? I'm gonna put my stop to break even. If it does take me out, that's fine because it's slow enough for me to take it out anyways. So I will wait for it to take that high out here. So 45.95 is the stop. Okay, Aether, 707s. Aether's coming in. Yep, Aether's coming in. Volume needs to pick up now. Look at 714s. Look at 714s. Many sellers sitting there. 713s, 714s have quite a big number. So that needs to lift for it to continue. So let's see if it attacks that. Keep an eye on the level 2 here, Andrew. 713s, 714s. Now I'm only watching ask side, offer side, because I expect this to go and break out. Yeah, there you go. 740s got taken out. Now a lot of numbers on 715s. Now let's get taken out. 719s. There you go. And we need that to catch up. 711s need to catch up to 715s, 717s, 712s, 714s. Okay, so yeah, 715s numbers. Is getting taken out? Nope. 715 held. 714. Now 715 again. 715. Okay, some numbers getting taken out. Right. All right. Let's see. 715 still holding. 715 still holding, and rejecting from 715s. Okay, 709s. We got 708s. Some numbers not huge. 708s have some numbers. 710s. So it's pushing. Bids are pushing, but with low number, so it will not stick. There you go. It's not sticking. I don't have to look at the chart. I can just look at the level 2 and see what's going on. Now 715 held, remember. That's the rejection area. Now it's attacking 6. Bids are giving up. 693. 7s. Look, asks are pushing it down. 693. Asks are getting strong. Offers are getting strong. Aggressive. There it goes. That's how it looks like. Yep, 689, 687s, 89s. Nothing seems to be holding at the moment on the bid side, which means buyers are escaping. So that is that. If you did take this long here over 7s, maybe put your stop under 685s. Because if that gets taken out, then the bids are not holding. That's the problem. As you can see, 685s got taken out very easily. Very easily. There weren't some numbers there, but they got taken out. 682s, 83s. So as you can see, I just showed you live example of how to read the chart level 2. Remember that 715 area? Right over here at the ask, 715s were not being able to take. It took it out briefly, but it actually reclaimed. So let's say, for example, you are actually long on it, right? And you're watching level 2 and you think that, well, it might not break that. If you saw that 715 hold quite a few times, not just once, quite a few times, and it starts to, and the bid starts to run, you can actually see there is a story here. On level 2, put it as if you are watching something with a story. Well, there are fights going on between the blues and the reds, right? Blues or greens and the reds. At the point where it was actually attacking 7s, well, blues were actually quite confident. They started to build up. A lot of blues piled in. The reinforcement came in, and then the reds were like, well, we're being attacked badly. We're just gonna, retrace. We're just gonna give up a little bit. They gave up, yes, towards 714s, 715s. Now they brought the reinforcements back around 714s and 715s, and actually it was layered. That's a little bit advanced, but just think of it that way. So the reinforcements came, but with big numbers, but they were not all at the same place, right? There were some reinforcements at the 715 yard, 716, 717 yards, things like that. So what they did was they start slowly pushing it down, push the blues down. They started pushing blues down, and blues realized that, whoa, there's a lot of them. we just need to scatter, right? And that's exactly what they did right over here. That's the story of this candle and the following candles. Perfect. That's my video level 2. Thank you very much. See you next time. That's level 2 in a nutshell. Actually, I might use this video, this part of the stream for that video that I'm gonna create, probably for a little bit intermediate users or advanced. So that level 2 by all means is not gonna it's not gonna show you the overall picture, but it is definitely showing you the short term what is it called, short term reversal points or pull up point or walls, for example defense walls. Okay, this is what I meant. Volume picking up, and the storm might come in. Nine eighties are getting bigger and bigger. 980s, 983s is pushing up. 983s, 85s. So between 985s and 83s, there's a fight. 985s, okay, they're pushing up. Blues are pushing up, and reds are giving up. 992s, that 10 is going to be a problem, so there might be a lot of reds around 10 area. We will see when it gets there. 989s, 990s still holding. The blues are still holding the push, but reds are trying to push back. 987s, but not much of a move, not much numbers there, but they are bringing some more numbers. So yeah, they're kind of balanced at the moment. There's nothing spectacular on either side. So 982s bringing more volume. 985s, okay, so reds are pushing slightly. Okay, 980s, huge volume coming in, but if that gets taken out, then yeah, that's gonna wash down. There you go, that's gonna wash down. So what this did was, it's really fast. It's kind of hard to explain. Yeah, it's just, I don't want to confuse you guys, but yeah, that's what I saw. Anywho, ooh, our AMC. Nobody talks about AMC. What's going on? What is going on? AMC. I'm gonna start taking some out, guys. AMC, beautiful. 38s, 37s are getting taken out. 37s, 39s, 36s. Right, 37s, 38s. 38s, guys, I'm taking some out. 38s. Right there, I took some out. Finally, we got a partial on this bad boy. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, be big, guys, be big. This is definitely trying to attack that 10, guys. So this wick is a bit worrying for short sellers. Now, yeah, let me try to take some here, guys. Be big. I'm gonna try some. Be big. 989s. It's gonna be small, guys, because I know that it could be whippy. So I have taken very small, or let me see, 984s. Where is it? Let me see. I have taken, still could be very early, guys, 984s. And my stop is just under this wick. If it does close below this wick, I'll come out early. So stop under under 960. Yeah. Right, now if it does start to break 10s, I might add to it as well. Depends on how it breaks and if it does give us a chance. But then again, still, it could be a bit early. Sometimes before it does that, it could whip around that level a few times. If it does that, we're risking not too much, by the way. I'm not risking a lot at all. This is like 25-30% of my original position. So I'll have to add that 10 over break of 10. Interesting. Not too happy with the volume. I expected this to be a little bit more than that, but once it comes back now, I would really expect that to come up and break that high of the volume. That is the plan. There we go. Okay, here we go. 988s. Numbers. Look at these numbers. 989s. 989s have huge numbers. Just keep an eye on 989s. Our level now is 989s if it does come back up. Okay, see that 989 held strongly. So if it does come back, if that 989 gives up, we are due for another. Well, it's gonna go for the next level basically. It could be just 990, but 989 is the level that held. Now those levels on level 2 could be dynamic. What I mean by that is those sellers at 989 could be moving down as well. So if they start moving, pushing down, that's a bad thing. Just like what it did on Aether, remember? Those reds start to come in and they start pushing. Okay, 984s. Let's see, 984s, 983s. All right, here we go. Let me just zoom in here. Oh, it doesn't work like that. It actually pauses when I zoom in. Shoot, that's not good. So 977, 78s. That's perfectly fine. Decreasing volume is on the pullback. That's a good thing for me. That decreasing volume was on the pullback. Once it starts to break that, I expect the volume to come in. Now, if it does break with low volume, that's when I will be worried. Yes, decreasing volume can be a problem, but in this case, it's just that pullback. I'm still thinking this is a pullback or a little pause, so that's definitely a good thing. But remember, this was rising, right? This move was rising. So the idea is this move will bring in some more buyers, which means this volume should lift up a little bit if it decides to break that 10, right? If it doesn't decide, if it doesn't break that, obviously we are still in that box. Remember the box that I talked about between 10 and 9? That we are still in that box if it doesn't break it. But the idea about this is I have entered very small just to be able to enter before it actually lifts up, lifts off. That's the idea. Yeah, I'm out of AMC, by the way, guys, on break even. Right, break even. I'm out here, guys, right about here. I've gotten my partial, really good partial. I am happy with that trade. Happy. Okay, that's not good for the B big. So it hasn't done its thing. So I'm gonna get out now. 960s. Yep, 962s, guys. I'm out. Just got a bit here. Now that I managed to get out very early, but if you had the hard stop here, you might have gotten a bit of a slippage. I manually exited very quickly once I saw that. So that is a very small loser for me. but that's fine. See, the thing is, over here, you see this volume? This volume is not good. Now it's deciding, basically, it's that held 995 or whatever it is, especially 989 is over here, held, and it's rejecting badly from it. This volume rising is a sign that it, it had a stronger move down, and it's probably going to continue if this volume stays consistent. Oh, it's bouncing again. So there's something. It's trying to wake up, basically. It's trying to wake up. Right, let's watch our level 2 here. Um, okay, it's trying to come back. Trying to come back up. Oh, look at that 980. Do you see the 980 numbers? I'll show you when it comes back to that. 979 is getting bigger. 979's volume should kick in now. 976. Just gonna keep an eye on BBIG, guys. I do enter early these things, but for you guys, if you don't, I mean, if you're not used to these, then do wait for 10's break. Please do wait for the 10 to break. Do not anticipate it, because it can be a bit difficult to manage the risk that way. For example, on this one, I purposely entered here with a really like 25% of my position, because knowing that it's still early, we are still in that box, but there was a slight like a movement, slight sort of indication that it's about to wake up. Now that's why I took that, but do wait for that 10, and right about now as well, there's some push happening. There we go, 987s, 89s. That 89, you see that 89 numbers again, but it got taken out. So this looks good. 986, 87s. All right. This looks not too bad. All right. Still, if it's gonna be breaking that 10 after this, it might break quite fast. Now if it does that, don't chase it, wait for it to come back to the breakout point. Now let's say for example it breaks, boom, it breaks, let it come back, yeah, and then take it here. So let's just wait for it to break that 10. Here we go, 992s, 91s. Just need that volume to stay consistent, not good enough. You see this volume on the break of 10 needs to be breaking that. More volume the better. Okay, let's see, this is looking good. Looking good. There we go. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. See that? That's not a successful breakout for me yet. Yeah. That's not a successful. That is stop runs, liquidity runs. That's not good. But I want this to be staying over 10s. Over 10s, it needs to stay over. And then if you do take that over 10 trade long, your stop will be under 977s. I'm looking at that. Okay. 1002s, 1001s, 1001s. Okay, 1001s, I'm fine. Right, guys, I am long 1001s. Yep. 1001s on this pullback. 1001. Yep, right over here. My stop is, as I mentioned, at the below wick, right here. Let me just copy this. Right under that. I just need it to stay above 10, that's all. And if it does break 10-15s, I might add to it. Depends on how it breaks. I still would like volume to come in properly, and it's still early. It could still reject badly from there because the volume is not consistent enough. But if it does break with good consistency, 10-15, 10-16s, then I will take some out, take some in, more in. Add. Okay, good. 10-16s. So 10-16s is the add. Okay, that's looking not too bad, but volume is not there. 10-16s is the add. Yep. The thing is, as long as that 10 is holding, I'm okay with that. 10 is not gonna hold like this, is it? This might chop around because what's happening is it's actually waking up. So it's trying to wake up. Lots of people are getting interested in it, and it's gonna get chopped around like that before it actually decides properly. So at the moment, over 10 is looking good. I just would like to keep like that. 10-18s, 10-20s would be nicer. Interesting. The volume could be bigger. By the way, Tom, our space is just... I did mention, don't look at it. Yeah? Don't look at it because it's a bigger picture. Just leave it alone. Put your stop under 27 and let it ride. I don't know whether Tom is still here or not. Alright, that 10-20s needs to break, guys. 10-20s over 10-21s. We'll add. Come on. Volume. volume. Okay, volume, come on, come on. I'm looking at the level 2. I need that 1020 to break. That 1015 is holding. Okay, now, okay, come on, 10 hold. Hold. That's good. Okay, stop at 980. Stop at 980. See, that's not good. But that usually is normal after certain breakouts. The idea behind this is if it does reject from tens, but it reclaims, that's when things look interesting. So this, I expected it, but now I want this to reclaim back in. So let's see if that 10 reclaims. If it doesn't, then we'll get stopped out at 980 anyway, so that's fine. Oops, okay. Hold on, 980s, 80s, 80s, 80s. Alright, I'm gonna be putting my hard stop on 980s, guys, because I don't like this wick, the way it did it here. 980s. I'm gonna put my stop at 980s, 979s in fact. Because if you see this wick here, it came down and got bought back very quickly. So that in itself is a level for me to lean back on. Now if it does come back and take this out, then that level doesn't exist anymore. So I can't rely on that. So that level is confirmed for me after this this wick. So maybe you want to keep like few cents below it, like 978. So I'm okay if it does get taken out, because I know that level is there. Cool. Right, okay, come back up to tens. Come back up to tens. Come on, run for tens. Run for tens. Right. It's at the moment it's just that it's doing that liquidity hunt and stop hunt. Definitely, as you can see, there's a lot of liquidity over at tens, so it's gonna try to push it to tens to get those orders. Once it does get those orders, then it might push it down. So we will see. 1004s, 1005s, those orders are getting taken out now, as you can see. 1006, but the volume needs to come in. Without volume, it's not gonna stay. That's not gonna stay without volume. There it goes. See, see, it's declined from there, but 10 needs to hold, guys, for us. That 1005. Okay, as long as 10 is holding, 10s are getting slightly heavier and heavier. Right, it's giving up very easily. That's the thing. Bids are giving up very easily. That's what worrying me. Okay, it's bringing back. It's bringing back some more reinforcements. Right, 1001s. Quite fast. It's hard to read and talk at the same time. Right, this will be my last trade, guys, if it does take me out. My hard stop is already here, 978. Let me check. 970. 977s. So my hard stop is 977s, and if it does take me out, that will be it for me for the day. You see that liquidity hunt, guys? It actually hunted those orders around 10, just over 10, and then now it's hunting the orders under 10. Yeah, that's typical. That's typical. Anyways, on AMC, look at what it did. It's just chop. Well, we're trading. This trade was still. I'm not too happy. It's not too clean. Um, I don't usually trade these range breakouts, but it was nevertheless it was a good trade, anyways. But not too happy with the setup itself. Here comes BB. Come on, BBIG. BBIG. Let's go. I feel like it's coming. 1011s, 1009s. Okay, that stop is still valid. It's definitely valid. 977, 78s, 100%. So and now it's about to break that 1020s. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on. I would have liked a little bit more panic than this, but 1025s, big numbers. 10-215s right now is holding, as you can see. Okay, got taken out. That's good. 25s again, more coming in. 25s are still holding, guys. Those 25s are problem. This right here, 1025s, or a big problem. Now, if it does come back up and takes that 25 out, it's even better for us. Awesome stuff. So right about now, that 25 area here, I'm still worried about 25, between 25 to 30s. Once it breaks that, then we have quite a bit of room actually. You see 1016s, huge numbers coming in, 1016, 18s and pushing it up. So that 1020, 1025 hopefully will break now. Come on, be big. Just like your name, be big. Come on, go bigger. $10.25s. You see 10.25s? Numbers. There you go. You see, once that 10.25 got taken out, straight away around 10 cents move. Straight away. Okay, buckle up, boys. Let's buckle the seat belts, and we're gonna put our stop just under 10. Right, we're really tight now. We are not out of the woods yet. Not yet. This is the panic. Okay, let the panic set in. Come on, panic set in. Break 1050s. We want 1050s. Those numbers need to get taken out. Huge numbers, by the way, on 1049s, 1050s. Have a look at the ask offers. That's holding right now. Right. Again, if that comes back and the price comes back to 1050s, just see what happens. Just wait for it to break that 1050s. Right? Huge number. There were huge numbers I saw on 1050s. So that gets taken out, it will look much better. So very interesting, guys. At least something is providing some entertainment. Ah, you bastard, AMC. Now you move. This is what I expected from that trade, by the way, guys. I was just a bit too early. This move. Ew. That's fine. Whew. Let's go. Looking good, looking good. 43s, 44s. Watch 1050s, guys. Just pay attention to 1050s, nothing else. 49s, 50s. When it gets there, obviously. We want those bids to catch up as well. We want those bids to fill up and start pushing. Remember our blues and reds? We want our blues to basically keep bringing more reinforcements higher and higher and step forward. Start attacking basically. And we want those 1040s. You see those numbers? Those need to get taken out. Look at those numbers. Wow, 1044. So that 1050 numbers are coming down, which is not a good sign. But if it does start taking out, it can be good. 1040, 41s. There it goes. Okay, 1045 is our numbers. Right, so we've got some reinforcements on red side, 1045s and 1050s. And they're bringing in more and more. So there's a huge battle going on right now, guys. Massive battle between 1045s and around at the bid side 1030s, 1036s. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, we want those 1030s to hold, and I expect at the moment I feel like 1045s won, 1050s won right now, temporarily. They won. Now, you see that? You see that wash? Now, as long as we are not getting taken out under 10s, we are okay. We're fine. A little bit of a pullback could be healthy. It's just nice, a nice little gasp, nice breather before it goes for another run. So that's what I'm hoping. We shall see. Alright, Andrew, see you around, buddy. Take it easy. See you tomorrow. I'm just gonna wait for Be Big, and once I can take some partials on it, then I will leave it alone and I will end the stream later. But I'm just gonna wait on Be Big at the moment. Here we go, here we go. Be Big, come on, come on. You paused, you took a breather, now let's go. Start attacking. 1039s. Ooh, huge numbers. 1040s. Okay, they are coming down. Reds are not giving up. In fact, they are actually attacking down. So 1037s, 38s, 39s. Okay. Right, we want those to come up. 37s. Okay, good, good, good. 36. Right, let's see. Right, looking good, looking good. 1040s, huge numbers then for getting taken out, which is good. Huge buying happening right about now. 1045s with numbers, and they're getting taken out, hopefully. Okay, this is looking good, guys. 1045s. I really want to add here 1050s. Look at those numbers at 1050s, 1048s, 47s. Just check that number on 1050s when it does attack. You see that rejection from there? Somebody's just selling big. Somebody's just sitting there, and there's some games being played here, guys. We have to be extra careful here. Somebody's unloading big time. 1050. Huge amount of unloading happening here. Okay, I have to be careful, guys. My stop is just under 10. If it does break 10, I will come out. But let's see around that one, 1040s, 1038s. Really don't like the way it's rejecting from that 1050. Don't like it. Alright, interesting. Now we want that to reclaim 1040s, over 1040s. Remember, this is our pivot area as well, so a lot of orders will be, it's like a magnet. There will be a lot of orders around that area, so that's normal. But what we want is just to keep on attacking that 1050s and just leave it alone once it breaks it. Leave it behind, I mean. So that's what I'm hoping for it. I don't mind risking, let's say 1008's the average, and it's around 8 cents. Now I'm at a risk of 8 cents if it does come and take me out. Yeah, that's good, Jay. Well done, man. Yeah, I know, man. This is not normally me, but it's just that B Big has just attracted me, and it's just playing with me. That's all. Um, it I really felt that this was gonna do a little bit of a move, which it did. Don't get me wrong, it did. But I really expected this to move like yeah, big. At least to 11s. That's why I didn't take any partials. I still think that my 8 cents stop on this is definitely worth this move, the potential move that's gonna bring. So I am gonna wait on that. Yeah, it's not me. It's not normally. I don't stay up till late. Even if I stay, I wouldn't be trading. Interesting. Okay. I just need this to break that 1050s and get us a nice little parabolic move towards 1080s, 90s to take some off. That's all I want. I'm not asking much, am I? They're just being stingy, right? And then I can leave you alone, be big, no? So either take me out or give me 1080s and 90s, right? Simple as that. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, just gonna stretch a bit, guys. Alright, guys. That's not looking good. On the break of this, I'm out. On the break of that, I'm out. So I am looking at 993s, something like that. What is the low of that? 994, 993. Yeah, 993. I think it's finally decided that it's gonna go down. There you go, I'm out. Boom. So we just could not catch that. It's not gonna happen because, as I mentioned, that 1050 area, this area, I kind of expected it to wash like this. This area here, there was a lot of orders. Now what they were trying to do is from here, trying to sort of build it up to those areas where orders were lying down. There were huge liquidity there, pool of liquidity. They pushed it towards that. Um, let me just zoom in. So they pushed the prices to the liquidity pool, and that just kept pushing it, kept pushing it. So over here in this bar, I realized there was so many huge numbers, and then over here they started to drop down. So basically, um, this over here was a sign that it's just gonna play that liquidity sort of game. Kept on pushing, and those pools started to come down because that was the realization when they started realizing that it's not going to break. Now they start to move it down. Once those people sitting here started to move down, that's what you see. Anyways, that is pretty much it. Not really, like this is like let's say 10 cents. Actually, it might have been 10.08 is the average. 993. So more than 10 cents, around 14-15 cents on this, guys. Perfectly fine. My original stop, I would say about 970s. Original stop was here somewhere, basically 970s, 80s. So I'm okay with that. That probably is minus, let me see, minus point, around minus 0.4, minus 0.3, something like that. So on this one, I think I have 0.5 around minus point. Let's just say 1 hour, just for argument's sake. I'm down 1 hour on this, guys. Down 1 hour. Boom. On this name, down 1 hour. Now, if my thesis worked out and if there was a little bit of a short squeeze coming in from looking at the previous price action, then my partial definitely would have been 11. Now if it had hit 11, guys, then chances of it squeezing to 1150s would have been higher as well. Now worst case scenario, let's say if it did hit 11, my partial gets taken out. Huge risk to reward, guys. Huge risk. Look at our risk and look at our reward. That's how I work, guys. I don't mind paying 1 hour or 2 hours for these kind of moves to happen. That I don't mind. So that's pretty much it, guys. Unless we see anything else setting up, I don't think so. I'm not going to take any trades anyways at this time. That was pretty much it. I just waited for B big, and that will be it, guys. I have a swing trade running on the side on space, but that needs to actually do something before I can actually even talk about it. So I'm going to leave that alone. So what else did we trade? AMC, PBIC. I did go through the trades before, guys, so I don't need to go again. I'll probably make a video quick recap on these trades. Any queries, any questions, anything you guys want to ask, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm gonna end it here. By the way, nice little short under 10 is up here if you're still trading, but I'm not. But there's a little short under 10 here. Space is breaking the VWAP. Now on space, that's a complete different story. What I didn't even explain here, so I'm gonna manage on the site. I'll manage on the site. But for Tom, I think you took that. So if it does, remember, if it does break that 27 and starts trading under it, maybe get out. But as you can see, daily hasn't done much today. I'm still waiting for it to actually pop over 2780s, which is this area here, 2790s, ideally 28s. So we'll see if it's gonna do it tomorrow. It might do it tomorrow or later down the line today. So that's that. That's pretty much it. So not so much of a big day for me, a small little one. This trade gave us something at least. How come I'm still green? I should be a slightly red today. Strange. Anyways, more or less I will count today as a break even, guys. It's probably because of this trade. I think I've taken much partial here. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyways, break even for the day, guys. Take it easy. See you tomorrow. Be safe out there. And ciao. By the way, guys, tomorrow I might be coming in a bit late. So probably 9 close to the open, guys, so do your own preparation and things like that. And Discord, guys, just be involved a little bit and talk about things. If you prepare yourselves before the open, it's always a good thing. Anyways, take it easy. See you guys. Ciao.